Hi students, today I am going to discuss one more important reagent, that is tributyl tin hydride. And this tributyl tin hydride is used as a selective reducing agent for the reduction of halides, acid halides, and if you see the preparation, this tributyl tin hydride is prepared from tributyl tin chloride treatment with lithium aluminum hydride, and this is structure of tributyl tin hydride and it is abbreviated as TBTH. And since it is selective reducing agent, the reduction occurs with free radical mechanism. So whatever the reduction it is going to do, that takes place through the free radical mechanism. And if we are talking about free radical mechanism, means then there will be some initiators, and widely used initiators are AIBN, isobutyronitrile, and here the light radiation used is UV. And if we come for the abstraction, relative rate of abstraction of halogen follows this order, that is iodo will be greater compared to bromo, compared to chloro, and least is fluoro. And if you come for the reactivity order of different halides, the order will be benzyl halides are more reactive than allyl halides. Allyl halides in turn they are more reactive than tertiary halides. Tertiary halides in turn they are more reactive than secondary, followed by alkyl, followed by vinyl, and least will be aryl. And if we see the application of this tributyl tin hydride in organic synthesis is listed here. That is, first is reduction of halides, second is dehalogenation followed by intramolecular carbon-carbon coupling, third one is dehalogenation followed by intermolecular carbon-carbon coupling, and fourth is reduction of acid chlorides, and last is deoxygenation of alcohols. Here I listed important reactions of tributyl tin hydride. There are other reactions are possible, so I am concentrated on the most important application of tributyl tin hydride. Now we will see one by one how this tributyl tin hydride reducing agent will be used for the reduction of halides. So first is reduction of halides. So if I write general reaction, if we take halide and if it is treated with tributyl tin hydride, what we can expect is here whatever the halogen atom will be replaced by hydrogen, and we are going to get tributyl tin halide. So this is the general reaction, that is simple replacement of halide atom by hydrogen. So that is reduction of halide, because we are adding hydrogen and we are removing electronegative atom, that is halogen atom. And how this reduction of halide will takes place is, and as we have discussed earlier, that is it is going to take place through free radical mechanism. So in the free radical mechanism, we know it is going to take place in 3 steps, that is first is initiation, that is tributyl tin hydride. First it will be initiated by using initiators like AIBN, or we can use UV light. Here in tributyl tin hydride we are not going to use peroxide as an initiators. So these are the two important initiators we are going to use for the initiation step. So what it is going to do is, it is going to form tributyl tin free radical, and whatever this hydrogen, it will be taken up by the initiator. So here if we take S as the initiator, it is going to take that one and it is going to form tributyl tin free radical. And this tributyl tin free radical, the next step, that is propagation. So in the propagation step, this tributyl tin radical, tin free radical, reacts with halides. So it is going to form tributyl tin halide plus alkyl free radical will be generated. Whatever the alkyl free radical formed, it is going to react with tributyl tin hydride and it is going to form hydrocarbon, and there will be generation of tributyl tin radical, and this tributyl tin radical will keep on generating. And in the last step, that is the termination, will be by adding some scavengers. So whatever the tributyl tin radical, it is going to be get terminated. So this is how the reduction of halides will takes place by tributyl tin hydride. Important thing is, if we have polyhalogenated compounds, for example, if we have gemdiol, then this tributyl tin hydride will have substantial selectivity. It is going to do partial dehalogenation. That is, here we are going to get H fluoro. So we are going to get from gem dihalides to monohalides. So this is one of the important thing with tributyl tin hydride. If we have gem dihalides, if it is treated with tributyl tin hydride, then it is going to do partial dehalogenation. That is, here chloro group has been replaced by the hydrogen atom. And if you come for the second application of tributyl tin halide, it is dehalogenation followed by intramolecular CC coupling. It will be observed in the case of 6-halo alkene and 6-halo alkyne. So this 6-halo alkene and 6-halo alkyne will undergo dehalogenation followed by intramolecular CC coupling reaction, and in this reaction there will be formation of kinetically controlled 5-membered ring will be formed. That is, if we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6-halo alkene, if it is treated with tributyl tin hydride, then what we are going to get is a kinetically controlled 5-membered ring will be formed. That is, there is CC coupling. So this halogen has been removed, that is dehalogenation, and there will be carbon-carbon bond formation has been taken place. The same case with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 halo alkyne. Here also we are going to end up with 5-member ring system. So I will write the mechanism. So since it is also going to take place through free radical, first step will be initiation, that is tributyl tin hydride. Upon treatment with radical initiator, it is going to form tributyl tin free radical. So suppose S is the initiator, so we are going to get SH. So this tributyl tin free radical, now it is going to form this one, and whatever this free radical formed, now due to this double bond there will be CC coupling will take place. That is, this free radical and this, it is going to combine and it is going to form 5-membered ring with a free radical, and this is going to react with tributyl tin hydride, and we are going to get 5-membered ring system. Okay, and this 5-membered ring system will be kinetically controlled. Similarly, with 6 halo alkynes, similar mechanism will be followed. Now let us see dehalogenation followed by intermolecular carbon-carbon coupling. Will be seen in the case of reaction between alkyl bromides or iodides with alkenes. Okay, so here I will write the general reaction, that is Rx. Here X will be bromide or iodide. If it is treated with alkene, some activated alkene in presence of tributyl tin hydride, what we can expect is there will be dehalogenation followed by intermolecular CC coupling, and we are going to get RCH2 CH2Z. Okay, so this is the intermolecular carbon-carbon coupled product which has been obtained by the dehalogenation followed by CC coupling. So if you see the mechanism, how it is going to take place, here Z is, it may be COR, CHO, CN, etc. Okay, and this alkene may be terminal or internal. So if we consider the mechanism, how it is going to take place is, so first step will be initiation. So that is tributyl tin hydride in presence of radical initiators, it is going to form tributyl tin free radical. Next will be propagation step. Here in this propagation step, what happens is, whatever the halide we are going to react, it is going to react with the tributyl tin free radical, and it is going to form tributyl tin halide plus alkyl radical. Now this alkyl radical, whatever formed, it is going to react with alkene. So this, there will be homolytic cleavage will takes place, and these two will combine, and we are going to get our CH2 CH free radical set. And this free radical now reacts with one more tributyl tin hydride, and finally we are going to get our CH2. Here this is dehalogenation and intermolecular carbon-carbon bond formation finally leads to this product. Now we will see reduction of acid chloride. So how this tributyl tin hydride is going to reduce? Here the acid chloride will be reduced to aldehyde and ester. So here we are going to get a mixture. Okay, we are going to get aldehyde as well as there will be formation of ester also. So if I write general reaction, so if we take acid chloride, if it is treated with tributyl tin hydride, what we are going to get is aldehyde. Acid chloride, if it is treated with tributyl tin hydride, we may also get ester. So how we are going to get aldehyde and ester? And already I mentioned we are going to get mixture of product. So we will see that one through mechanism. So if you write the mechanism, first step will be initiation, that is tributyl tin hydride. In presence of initiator, it is going to form tributyl tin free radical. Okay, now this tributyl tin free radical, it is going to react with acid chloride, and what we are going to get is tributyl tin chloride plus acyl free radical will be generated. And this acyl free radical, if it reacts with tributyl tin hydride, then the obvious product is aldehyde. But in the reaction medium we have plenty of acid chlorides. Okay, and as we know, these acid chlorides are very reactive. So whatever the acyl free radical formed, once again it will react with the whatever the aldehyde formed, because this acyl free radical is also more reactive, and aldehydes, as we know, it is also more reactive. So there will be reaction between this acyl free radical and this aldehyde. So now this is going to react with tributyl tin hydride, and we are going to get COOCHHR. So now you can see this is ester and this is aldehyde. Because of greater reactivity of both acid chlorides and aldehyde, we are going to get mixture of products, that is aldehyde as well as ester, if we do reduction of acid chloride. So should bear in mind that if they give the reduction of acid chloride by tributyl tin hydride, then you should keep in mind that there will be mixture of product will be formed. And there are rare circumstances in which you are going to get only aldehyde. So one such example is benzoyl bromide. If it is reacted with tributyl tin hydride, then we are going to get benzaldehyde of around 99%. So this is exceptional case. So in remaining cases, we are going to get mixture of product. Last application of tributyl tin hydride is deoxygenation of alcohol. So here hydroxy group will be replaced by hydrogen, that is ferrite RCH2OH. Here there will be one more step, that is we need to react with sodium hydride, carbon disulfide and methyl iodide. So we are going to get xanthate ester, CH2O SSME. So this is xanthate ester, and this xanthate ester, upon treatment with tributyl tin hydride, we are going to get, here the hydroxyl group will be replaced by this hydrogen atom, and this reaction of replacement of OH group by hydrogen by using tributyl tin hydride is known as Barton-McCombie deoxygenation reaction. So this is one of the important reaction, that is Barton-McCombie deoxygenation reaction. So this step, you can remember, it is similar to Chugave reaction. In that Chugave reaction, final step will be heating, but the same xanthate ester, if it is treated with tributyl tin hydride, then we are going to get corresponding hydrocarbon derivative, in which there will be replacement of OH group by hydrogen. So if you see the mechanism how this reaction is going to take place, so I am not going to write this mechanism for formation of xanthate ester. So I will concentrate on how this tributyl tin hydride is going to do the, how it is going to react with the xanthate ester. First step will be initiation, that is tributyl tin hydride, presence of initiator, it is going to form tributyl tin free radical. Next step will be propagation. So in the propagation step, so whatever the xanthate ester formed, CH2O C double bond S S M E, now it is going to react with tributyl tin free radical. So here this one will undergo homolytic cleavage, and this free radical is going to react with the sulfur, that is RCH2 O C S SN tributyl S Me free radical. Okay, now what happens is, here this bond will undergo homolytic cleavage, and what we are going to get is RCH2 dot plus this will combine, and we are going to get CS tin tributyl S Me. Okay, so now this is neutral species. Now this free radical will react with tributyl tin hydride, and it is going to form RCH2H. So this is the mechanism for Barton-McCombie reaction. So these are the important applications of tributyl tin hydride. Thank you.